It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio State's offense will go to work first. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their best players, they showed up big.
And Michigan had no answer, and now does Michigan have an answer this year? Because it's another talented Buckeye team. Every year you're going to play the Buckeyes, they're going to be talented. Michigan has to make the game physical. Michigan
into the secondary on the right. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback extends the play. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They get to him as he throws. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Turning it on! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. And I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Perkins. Unleashes one. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. It's almost as if he's racing against himself out there. This speed, dare I say, is Galloway-esque.
Yes, definitely can fly, and it dictates the whole coverage. It dictates the defense to you. You think you want to put that guy on an island with a cornerback? No, I better get a safety over the top to help. He changes the whole structure of a defense with that blazing speed.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Now the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. Plows through the defense. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met it.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Perkins. Here's a heat. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like,
intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush is on him. He's going to take off. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got...
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
Snagged in the middle, it's Clemens. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Akers. Bears the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Swings it out to his running back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Under fire. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Clemens. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Dropping back, it's Akers. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Reads it, fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass, it's Akers. Buying some time. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Easy. Power football with the run. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there. And you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Looking to throw, it's Akers. Buys a little extra time. Quarterback gets the first down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick spin on the line. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Akers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Using his legs to buy some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback,
there he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Akers. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Under fire. Into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Akers. Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires into the end zone. Got his man on the right. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Akers. Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This guy's going after a day sort of like the one Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93, already well on his way.
And Joey Galloway had that bayou speed, that freaky fry.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball and go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just happy.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a...
Time to take a shot. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. So here comes the Michigan offense. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him
Turning it on! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and let's
Lofts one high and deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him...
There he goes! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Akers. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.